Cierra los ojos.
How would we describe the after film, the new one? I would say it's a continuation of the story, but we've turned up the dials. I think it will make people happier, sadder, cry more, laugh harder. I think because it's a continuation of the story into, older age, where they come out of the college time of their life and education and go into, I guess the real world and grown-up life, and therefore the stakes are a bit higher, and there's all sorts of different hurdles for them to try and clear this time around.
It's all a matter of opinion, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've turned up the dial a little bit with the next one.
I think it was for me, but not because of how the characters are, but because of how I've had practice and I've played the character twice around now. It's such an honor to be. It's very rare that you're even able to bring a character back to life in 4 different films. So not necessarily easier, but it does get more seamless to slip into the character once you've had 2 films of practice. Yes. No, that was fun. That was really fun. We did karaoke. Can't remember too much of it, but I remember everyone making a fool of themselves equally, which was fun. That's what karaoke is all about, isn't it? It's just about making a fool of yourself. So that's what we did. It was really fun. I feel like it was what we needed. Doing it through lockdown obviously has its challenges. So it was really nice that production managed to organize that for us.
I think they're probably a good, as we've said before, they're a good example of sometimes what not to do in a relationship. And so sometimes I think their actions are helpful in that they kind of illustrate how a situation can get out of control if you don't communicate in the right way. I think it was bittersweet. Because I feel very lucky that we got to finish the movies, and I feel happy that the fans have a completed story. But it's obviously sad because you've worked with these people for so long and you're finishing the film and you're coming to an end with this character and this journey that you've been on. So I think bittersweet is probably the best word to describe it.
I feel like we've done 4, because we're lucky enough to do 4 romantic films. If I was to work again with Joe, I'd like it to be like an action. And if anything, if they want a romance again, we'll do like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That would be sick.
I would love to do an action movie, but I think it would also be funny if we were in a comedy and they intentionally, put us.
A lot of little references to or like you played on the, yeah. How about an action comedy? Let's do an action comedy. Done. Do you know what I think? I mentioned this in another interview. I think me and Joe have like a shorthand we're almost not aware of. I feel like when you do 4 movies with the same person and you're almost in every scene together, you just kind of have a thing of you might shoot someone a look when we get, given a note or something's not as it was in, we have like it's almost like you have someone to back you up, and we're very similar in our thoughts and opinions of how we think the short story should be told. So I think we've definitely got closer, and we're so lucky to have been able to have each other from the start to finish as both of our first lead. So to be able to do that with someone else, for me anyway, was definitely a lot easier than if I had to do it on my own.
Hopefully they can expect a satisfying conclusion to this story and these characters' journeys. And if they haven't seen the first two, then maybe just an entertaining film. I think that's all you can really hope people get out of the movie, just a good time and a little bit of escapism.
No confías en mí, no confías en nadie, quieres controlarlo todo.